Hello and welcome to the Big Fact Podcast, the podcast dedicated to the world's most mind-blowing facts. Well, we say mind-blowing, but mostly they're just pointless. I'm Susan Owens.
And I'm Tom Willett, and each week one of us will bring 3 facts to the table on a very specific topic.
But there's a catch. One of the facts is completely made up. It is up to the other host to decide which fact is the big fact lie. Fact.
Wow. Yeah, well, we made it through that.
Yeah, I goofed that.
Yeah. That's okay.
One day I'll learn off the opener.
One day you will, before the end of the series.
Yeah, if
maybe.
you don't stop, rewriting it and making it Shakespearean and stuff, maybe I'd learn it quicker.
But that was great.
Yeah, people liked it.
We had a nice bit of feedback on socials there at bigfactpod on Instagram, just if you guys want to go and give us a follow. So 3-2 now is the score.
Yeah, you thought I couldn't make a comeback.
Yeah, I know. So it's getting quite stressful. We're on episode 6, so we've decided we're doing 10 episodes this series, haven't we?
Yeah.
So very real possibility that you could overtake and win the series.
Yeah, it was interesting because when we talked about how many we would do, you were like, oh, but what do we do if someone wins it like really early on?
Yeah.
And I was like, you won't.
I won't let that happen.
Assume that you will, because you won't. I've got tricks up my sleeves. Tricks up my sleeves.
Okay.
And yeah. As we learned about you, Tom, this weekend, you're not always very reliable.
No, okay. Didn't realise we were going to talk about this.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I told everyone that we were going to shame you on the podcast because Tom organised for all of us to watch the World Cup final, obviously at the weekend. And then Tom slept through it.
Yeah.
The whole thing. He actually woke up at the final whistle, texted me and say, oh no, I fell asleep. There was 13 extra minutes and you missed the whole thing.
Yeah. So it was here actually where we do the podcast in Vauxhall. They've got a beer garden, a comedy club and the podcast studio. So they had loads of big screens. So we booked tickets to come and see the football. And then I went out on the Saturday night and then woke up on the Sunday and I texted Susan and I said, look, I don't know if I can do this.
No.
I don't know if I can do this.
You made us all get up at 8 a.m. on a Sunday.
Why did you get up at 8? It didn't start till 11?
Yeah, we had to be here at 10.
Where are you coming from? Cumbria?
You told all of us you have to be there at 10. That was actually your decision for us all to be here at 10.
Yeah. I now in my defence, I got up and I showered and I was about to go. I was about to get dressed and go. And then I thought I'll just have a little lie down for 5 minutes because I just don't know how I'm feeling. So just a little 5-minute lie down. Next thing I know, it's like 1:30.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, you goofed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely goofed it.
Yeah, embarrassed.
Yeah, so I was there, not even English.
Yeah,
no
cheering on the Lionesses.
Absolutely wasn't, no.
Okay.
No. I was cheering on the team that won.
God.
My girls in Spain.
Jesus Christ.
You're
an embarrassment.
No, I'm not. I'm supporting my country. This is my public statement on women's football, right? So women's football is unreal, right? Mm-hmm. And what it's given Irish people, because a lot of people only discovered women's football when the Lionesses started doing well, which is whatever, fair enough. But it's given Irish people another football team to hate. And that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's a mark of true feminism that I don't like the Lionesses. That's what it is. Because I'm backing my girls and we got knocked out in the group stages. So
they did really well though, so I'm very proud of them. Even though it wasn't...
How would you know? You didn't watch it.
Conscious. I wasn't allowed to see it.
Yeah, they did so well.
They did well. To get to the final in the World Cup is fantastic.
Yeah, no, it is.
So I think they're brilliant. I think they did really well. So my episode this week, I've got to try and maintain my lead. What's your sort of knowledge on technical innovations, that sort of stuff?
From being, I don't know, a kid when technology was developing, I guess. Been on it a bit. Work with it a bit.
Okay.
I'm not mad techie, but I'll give it a go.
Okay. I think I've got 3 really good ones this week.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm confident that I might win it.
Okay. So is this like internet or is it actual technology?
Actual technology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of history, and then there's like future innovations, that sort of stuff, science. It's kind of encompassing everything.
Okay.
But I'm not like a huge like tech head, but these facts I found were really interesting, so I thought I've got to bring them.
We talking robots?
We might be talking robots.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm sus of robots.
Okay.
So
well, it's interesting actually that we're doing tech because we both have made no secret of the fact that we use AI to come up with our facts.
Yeah. My best friend, ChatGPT.
Yeah. So, and obviously a lot of people think, oh, AI's taken over. It's going to be ruling us very soon. And really already it is writing our podcast. So
yeah, to an extent.
next?
But like, I also think when I talk to ChatGPT, he's a bit of an idiot. Like, he doesn't really understand humor. And I think that's where robots will always fail. Right. That they don't understand like human nuance and emotion and stuff. And sometimes I'm reading the interesting yet funny comedy facts.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just ludicrous. Like, if you told it to your grandparents, they'd be like, meh.
Yeah,
bored,
that's true.
Bored.
Have you ever seen those scenes where ChatGPT has written it like a comedy scene, like a comedy sketch?
Yeah.
And they're just awful.
Really bad.
Maybe I'll get ChatGPT to do one for us for next week.
Okay.
That's such a good idea. Great idea, Tom. Well done. That'll be another one for the Instagram Reels. Shall I start? I'll do that next week. Shall I start with my first fact?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is about the moon landing, 1969. Historic.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't ask you what your views on that are yet.
Is the fact if it happened or not?
That's up for debate. So basically, did you know that the moon landing used less computing power than a smartphone?
Oh.
Yeah, so basically the computing power of a modern smartphone is massively greater than the power that NASA used for Apollo 11 in 69. So the AGC, Apollo Guidance Computer, which helped navigate and control the spacecraft, it had about 64 kilobytes of memory. So to put that in perspective, you know how when like iPods were brought out and they were like 50 gigabytes, it can hold 100,000 songs. You know,
yeah.
64 kilobytes could hold about 3 seconds of a song. That's the memory. So 64 kilobytes of memory operated at a clock speed of 0.03 megahertz, which obviously I know you understand. In comparison, for the layman,
Thank you for them.
Smartphones have multiple gigabytes of RAM, so thousands times more RAM memory, and operate at speeds exceeding 2 gigahertz, so from 0.03 to 2. So smartphones are like exponentially more powerful than the actual spacecraft that landed men on the moon.
Okay.
But this is interesting because and this is how we come into the debate on whether the moon landings happened. For the record, I think they did.
Yeah. Okay.
But NASA now are sort of saying, "Oh, we don't really have that technology to land on the moon anymore." Well, yeah, we do. It's how I go on Snapchat.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Okay, you're 12, but okay.
I don't have Snapchat.
Okay, I get what you mean. Because it's like, oh, well, if that's the case, then why haven't we gone again?
Yeah.
Why aren't we going all the time? Why aren't we living up there if we have the technology? Yeah. They do say, like, we can't, like, afford to go.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money. But I do get in the sense, because obviously technology's developed a lot since. And people are traveling. Like Elon Musk's sending people places, sadly. Yeah. But I don't know. That does sound kind of true. Because, like, 1969, the technology would be a bit shitter. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but I
don't know. But yeah, why don't we just go then?
It's bizarre. Yeah, so that's an interesting one.
Okay. Give me another one.
How are we feeling about that one so far?
I'm unsure because I think that might actually kind of be true.
Okay.
But obviously that does raise a lot of why don't we just go then kind of questions. But then, there could be multiple reasons that we don't know of why we haven't gone.
Yeah. So. I think also, like, obviously back then, they maybe weren't quite as hot on safety. I mean, obviously they wanted the men to come back, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I think they were so desperate to get to the moon before the Russians, because it was a race. So they were like, fuck it. Let's just go in this tin can with a Tamagotchi control on it. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair, because they gave it a few goes before they went.
Yeah.
So maybe. Maybe.
There we go.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Give me another one.
Okay, here we go. Fact number 2. So this is really interesting. So this is about cyborg plants. Okay. So in recent years, researchers have been working on the concept of, it's called a biohybrid organism. So it involves merging living organisms with technology. So basically their goal is to make essentially like a sort of half human, half robot sort of thing. And I think they'll use it for medicine, that sort of stuff. At the moment, they've developed cyborg plants. So basically, they've found these methods to integrate electronic components, such as sensors or nanomaterials, into plants. And allows the plants to detect, respond to environmental factors such as light, humidity, or pollutants. Okay. So basically, they're making these plants into like robots in order to make them like grow better and respond better to environmental factors.
But can those, sorry, this follow-up question might not know the answer to, can they, as in the plants, do things that plants do? Like, can they give off like, oxygen? Can they you know, help the bees? Can they do whatever the hell?
Yeah, so I think that's the goal. So, so for example, here it's written a biohybrid plant could be designed to emit a light when exposed to certain chemicals, serving as a real-time pollution monitor. So basically, like it could act in a certain way if the conditions are right, if the conditions are wrong.
Yeah,
I guess. If it hasn't, I don't know, maybe they could work it so that it, if it hasn't received pollen from another plant, it could, I don't know, adapt its own to then reproduce or something like that, I guess is the sort of aim, to try and make it do things that make it stronger as a species, but also can help human life and natural life.
See, what's really hard about all these facts is because technology changes and robots are moving mad.
Yeah.
There's nothing that like doesn't sound untruthful there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, you know, it doesn't sound real now, but it could be easily real, or it could be real in 5 years,
exactly.
all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that does kind of sound real, to be honest, to me.
Well, one thing they've also said is they could even use it to generate electricity from photosynthesis, basically. If they can merge like robot and plant and harness that photosynthesis energy, could that be a new form of environmentally friendly, renewable energy?
See, that's good, because that's like actively trying to save the planet.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, we're doing things with other robots. It seems like they're trying to actively end the planet.
Well, that's the thing. And I guess the scary point of this is, where does it stop? Because at some point someone's going to go, well, if I can do this with a plant, could I do it with a mouse? And if I can do it with a mouse, could I do it with a, you know? And then what? Then we've got RoboCop, essentially.
Yeah. iRobot.
Yeah.
Always. iRobot. Yeah. I don't know. See, because you're using all the big words, it's making me think like, oh, you didn't pull them out of nowhere. But I don't know what you were like at school. Like, were you good at science? Would you know these words?
I'd know photosynthesis.
Yeah, that was the only one that I knew. Yeah. So,
but don't forget, I didn't write these. AI wrote these.
Oh yeah, true. So even your fake one, he wrote. He wrote.
Yeah. But it's cool though, isn't it? Like, I'd love the idea of like a half robot, half giraffe or something like that. I don't know. Yeah,
until that giraffe's coming through your house.
Well, yeah.
Wrecking the gaff.
And there's a long old neck.
Gone.
Fucking shut up. Yeah.
I don't know. This is actually really hard.
Yeah, I told you they'd be tough.
I'm hoping your next one's just like really dumb. They're already living among us. Yeah. I am one.
Okay, so that's the first two.
Okay.
Number 1, Apollo 11.
Yeah.
Computing power. Number 2, cyborg plants.
Yeah.
Are you ready for number 3?
Born ready.
Okay, so this is called nanoresonance healing. NRH.
I don't know what any of this means.
So basically, this is a new like medical technology that's being developed. It employs nanobots, tiny little robots, to stimulate the body's natural healing process down to a cellular level. So basically, you know, like if you've ever seen, sometimes the doctor might ask you to swallow a camera.
Yeah.
That's like a pill size, so then they can look inside your gut and all of that sort of nonsense.
No, I didn't know it like that. I know the one that's on the cape. You know, the one that, like I had one with my nose once.
Oh, yeah.
My ears.
Yeah. So,
like that.
Yeah.
But it's a pill.
Yeah, so sometimes, you know, they make you, I think they have it on like a bit of string, so they can then just pull the thing out. But this is similar to that in the nanobots, NRH nanobots, are injected into the bloodstream.
Okay.
And they then target an injury area or somewhere that needs healing. And they emit a certain like resonance. They essentially sort of vibrate at a particular frequency that stimulates the cells to heal. So it stimulates white blood cells, that sort of stuff, to actually heal the body quicker, basically.
Okay.
So it enables rapid tissue regeneration, enhanced immune responses, and accelerated recovery from injuries or illnesses.
So where are we in this process? Where is this now? Is this happening?
No, so it's obviously it hasn't been tested on humans. It's been tested on like small animals. Obviously,
always the first to go.
Yeah, which is, you know, I mean, save your ethical judgment for later. This isn't the podcast for it. Okay, you just keep your opinions to yourself, Greenpeace. So they've been testing it on like rats, mice, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think obviously the next step will then to be looking at bigger mammals. So do you know they use pigs a lot because their anatomy is so no, like their actual anatomy is so similar to humans.
Oh.
So they use pigs quite a lot for testing.
Right. I think they use pigs to test makeup a lot because
they do, and
same
tattoos.
Skin type.
Yeah.
Tattoos. Oh, that's really sad.
They don't tattoo live pigs.
Oh.
Can you imagine? What, a pig with like mom?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's really messed up. So what, people learning to tattoo will tattoo onto pigs? Like
no, on like on the skin, yeah.
Bit of pork.
Well, I think nowadays they use like a synthetic one, but I think they used to use actual pig's skin.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but that's not my fact, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'm
discard.
I don't think it's untrue. I think it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, what their aim for this is to basically have a world where like broken bones heal in a matter of days, chronic conditions can be effectively managed or reversed, and it's all down to these little like nanobots that just emit a certain frequency that stimulates the cells to heal and regrow at like such an incredible rate, basically. But obviously, it's early days testing this.
That one is so out there that I do think it's true.
Okay.
I think that one's quite true.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, my work is done.
Very true.
So.
Oh no. Okay, now you have to get through my thought process here. So the NASA one does seem like a real like fun fact. So it does kind of feel true.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. The robot plant ones, I think, could be, if it's not true in the future.
Okay.
But I do think the third one is very true.
Okay. Why do you think that's so true compared to the others?
I just think it's a bit out. Not that like obviously ChatGPT is an AI system that will just make up random shit, but like that just seemed very like planned out and executed and stuff that I'm.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. It's very confusing because when I'm doing this big long thought process, you always look at me with a smile face. It makes me feel a little bit like I'm completely on the wrong way here.
I don't know how to react though, because I don't think I have a very good poker face. So I'm really like focusing on just trying to have like one expression on my face when you talk about anything, because otherwise I think I'll just give it away.
See, I had this thought last week that I was like, oh, I don't look at you intently enough when you're giving the facts. Like I'm obviously looking at you, but like not intently enough because I'm thinking to see if you have any giveaways. So I was like, oh, I'll do that this week. Completely forgot to do it during the NASA one. So I was trying to like make up. And I was like, oh no, if the NASA one's the one that's not true, then I'll never know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The NASA thing, like the same as a smartphone. It's just such little tech to send someone to the moon, but I kind of think that one's true. I think the plants, false. Okay. That's my final decision. Just good instinct.
You've gone for it.
Yeah, I did my thought process and then I thought, fuck it, plants. That's it. Plants are fake.
Okay, plants are fake. NASA's true. Nanobots healing
I hate
people.
this podcast. Why do we do this? Fuming.
Okay.
I already know I'm wrong. I already know I'm wrong. It's fine. I already know I'm wrong.
Right. That's locked in? I want to give you one final chance.
Yeah.
Okay. You're wrong. Come on. So the NASA's true. The NASA fact is true.
The nanobots.
So cool. The nanobots is fake. Yeah, made up.
What was that, like from a film or something?
I don't know.
Well, it was just so intricate. Like you just
it's cool, isn't
like
it?
you had it going on.
Yeah.
Gave
me loads of info on that.
Thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I actually know quite a lot about the moon landing because I did like not like quite a lot. Like I did school project on it, and then I found like I really enjoyed space and
it's cool.
Shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I've looked into it quite a lot. So part of me thought that was true because of that, but I thought if I said it and I was wrong, it'd be so embarrassed. It'd be scarlet.
If they were setting up a colony on the moon and
Not interested.
Wow. Okay.
No, I don't think I'm interested in going to space. I feel like I should be more annoyed that I've lost, but we're going to move on. My special interest of space.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not interested in living in space because I don't think we belong there.
Okay.
Do you know, I get it, whatever, they built the whole thing. I don't want to be a part of the first group that's going up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If I was born into a world where we were, they were like, oh, when you turn 30, you're going to move to the moon. I'd be like, grand, you have 30 years to figure that shit out. Mm-hmm. But if they say to you, you're moving to the moon in 10 years' time, like, I'm not interested in that at all.
Right.
And obviously we're not going to the moon. The moon can't take us. Yeah. But yeah, I just think different life forms are built to live on different places. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But do you want to live on the moon? I feel like you'd thrive on the moon.
I'd go for like a...
You'd love it. Like,
you think I'd love the moon?
You would love living on the moon. Something very odd about you. Just love living on the moon. You give off like, oh yeah, no, I want my little like dome that I live in.
Oh, that would be cool though, wouldn't it?
I live on the moon.
Yeah.
It's like luxury complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if I'm meant to die on this planet when it all goes down, then I'm meant to die on this planet.
Would you go though for like a visit?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing that thing where you go up into the atmosphere and come back down. That's all right.
Yeah, but that's just like going on like a high plane.
Yeah, and I'm not a very good flyer.
Oh, well, so...
I'm a bit nervous.
Right.
We were talking earlier about my excellent airport skills, but I'm not the person you want to be sitting next to on the plane.
Okay,
I'm a bit of a shaker. I'm like, oh.
So annoying.
The minute it goes like any kind of movement, I'm like, what is that?
Jesus Christ.
I know, I fly so often as well.
Yeah, you literally do.
Yeah, nightmares.
Okay, well, anyway, back to the matter at hand. 4-2.
just blocked that out mentally.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed. Yeah. Great. Yeah, you did get me there with the really hard ones. I think I keep trying to go for niche topics, which is why I keep you can see through my niche topic.
So you've got 4 episodes now to bring that back.
Yeah, I fully believe that I'll do it.
Okay.
I can get you.
Okay. Well, you've got to win 3 now. You've got to win 3 out of the next 4, right?
Okay, well, you better know nothing
overtake
about
me.
Week, Ben.
God, okay. So, do you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I've come up with an idea. But I'm just curious of how chronically online were you growing up?
Oh, so we were one of the last families in our area to get broadband. So we had dial-up internet for so long.
Yeah.
That cost about £1 million an hour to be on, and you couldn't be on the phone at the same time, and it was horrifically slow. So we were never on the computer as kids. And we then got broadband when we were maybe in year 7.
Age.
And we were how old are you in year 7? 12.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God. The internet, no, I was a bit young for that. Okay, I didn't.
What you look
I didn't just
yay, the internet!
Oh wow!
What the magazines way?
Get rid of these magazines. The Argos catalogue cutouts.
Right. Yeah.
No. So up until then, we'd barely been online at all. And then when I was online, it was just Bebo and MSN.
Love Bebo. Okay. So what age would you have been on proper social media then?
What's proper social media?
Facebook.
Oh.
YouTube. It's not really social media, but YouTube videos.
I probably got Facebook when I was maybe 14, I'd say. And then was never really that big on the old YouTube, I don't think. So
I'm feeling slightly more confident then.
Why? What are you doing next week?
I'm thinking of doing old internet trends. Maybe not old, but internet trends and challenges.
Okay.
All those fun ones. But I did get the fear because I was looking into them and I knew all of them. So I was I'm quite chronically online, so is that a me thing?
Fine, yeah.
I think it's a me thing, which is good.
Yeah. I used to, go out and spend time with my friends, so maybe that's not a me thing.
Go outside, touch some grass, enjoy nature.
Exactly, all of that. All of that.
Couldn't be me.
Be present.
No, not interested. Not interested.
Okay, well, so fine. I look forward to that next week.
Sure.
That'd be great. Obviously, as always, if you have any theme suggestions, drop us an email. We're bigfactpodcast@gmail.com, or you can get in touch on Instagram @bigfactpod. We're also on TikTok, so find us there.
Yes, and tune in next week and for the rest of the weeks of the series, or watch all the old ones. We're on all the streaming platforms or on our YouTube channel if you want to see our beautiful faces.
Yeah. It's a treat for the eyes. It really is.
It is.
I've been Tom Willits.
And I'm Susan Owens.
And this is the Big Fact Podcast.